Hey guys, before we get into the episode today, I wanted to hop on to let you guys know some of the offerings we have here at DVI. Firstly, we have an upcoming retreat this August. It'll be an in-person retreat in our facility in Mantin, Malaysia. It'll be 2 weeks long with Dhyan Vimal himself. So you get the opportunity to learn directly from him and ask him all your questions. Our facility in Mantin is absolutely beautiful. It's on an 8-acre orchard, so that means tons of fresh fruit. We have a beautiful saltwater pool and tons of wellness activities for you to enjoy. If you're interested in the retreat, we'll link it all down below. But if you guys are looking for something more preliminary, something you can do from your home, we have a ton of online courses which you can find on our website. Firstly, we have the LSDL program, Living a Self-Determined Life program that happens every weekend and is completely free. You just need to sign up on our website. We also have the 6 Ride program, which is a self-study course. This one is also available on our website. It's a paid course, but you get a little bit more of an in-depth learning. You guys are also going to be hearing this first, but we will soon be announcing a 2-day Lessons in Meditation online program with DV himself. This will be happening on the 20th and 21st of July. It's totally free. You just need to sign up and we'll hopefully see you there. Okay, enough of my yapping. Let's get back to your regular scheduled program. Why are you wearing such a nice shirt today?
My daughter gave it to me. They give me the shirts, I wear it. That's all I do. I have no selection.
So we're going to talk about knowing your worth.
I
said I asked you that question of why are you wearing such a nice shirt?
My daughter sees some worth in me, I think. But I think, let me clarify that thing. This needs clarification. My worth is how I'm valuing me.
Me to me.
Me to me. But also, what I'm worthy of. I think the first thing you must wake up to before you discover what is your worth, that you must know you are worthy of everything. You're worthy of the highest possibility of human. One of my view is, if you are not competing in world class, you are not competing at all. This way, let me put it this way. If I'm taking my golf club and I'm swinging the ball, I must within me know I can do a perfect swing as good as Ernie, and I don't know whether I can ever do as good as Tiger, but as good as most people. I must know that I am worthy of it. Whether I get there is another question. So the first question is, everybody is worthy of everything. You see, that has been the human revolution if you study history. At one time, certain class bourgeois or those people are the only people who are worthy and the others are not worthy. We have struggled, fought, gone to war, died to establish a fact that everybody is worthy of everything. But it doesn't mean it will be handed over. So when you say, I am worthy of the best thing in life, I'm also saying I'm going to take responsibility to wake up to be worthy, right? What is my worth? I think it's a self-definition. It's you looking at you and saying, this is what I can offer. This is the best of me that I can give you. But they are two related, First, I'm worthy of everything. What I have actualized is my worth.
I'm worthy of everything, but my worth is what I have actualized.
Right? But it begins by saying, I'm worthy. Everybody that achieves anything in this life also shows us we have the potential.
Yeah.
Right? If somebody wins an Olympic gold medal, I most probably will never. Not most probably, it's guaranteed I won't. But I know it was within my probability and possibility. I just didn't pursue, or the chance didn't happen.
It's within your possibility, but maybe not within your probability.
Probably. You can say that way. So, worthy is what? You are worth to be loved. You are worth to be celebrated. You are worthy of the best thing in this life. No human being is unworthy based on any demarcation. We have settled that out of centuries and thousands of years of fighting. So we all inherit. It's like when a Buddha becomes a Buddha. You know what he's saying? You have it too. That's why when they asked Buddha, what is the first thing he saw after he became enlightened under the Bodhi tree? He said, I saw everything enlightened too. Actually, I feel what he saw is everything has the same potential. That's, I'm worthy of it, right? What is my worth? What have I actualized? What have I brought down to reality? What was a potential, a promise, a possibility, now is an actuality. So if I ask you, are you worthy of being loved? Have you held yourself rightly? Have you lived in a way that you say, I'm worthy of love? Only when that becomes undefined, when that becomes defined and that becomes unquestionable, that is when you can almost command it. What you are worthy of, you command, you don't beg. If you are worthy to be loved, it's a commandment. I will not be in any environment that I'm not loved. So it's a very important question. It is a question of self-declaration. It's a question of you recognizing who you are, what you have gone through, and what you have woken up to. Then the worthy is there. And that is something you declare to you and hold it through to the world. Worthy is what you declare to you based on your sincerity and honesty, and you declare it to world, and those who recognize it will be the recipient of it. Those who can't see it will miss it. Right?
A lot of people, though, spend time trying to convince other people who are not seeing their worth of their worth.
No, then they are lying. That's gaslighting. That is narcissistic. A lot of people, see, the problem is people think you can get what you have not earned. I was just telling a group of students just now, the amount of error I've done in my life has been mostly giving things to people who haven't earned it, offering things to people who will never wake up to it. It didn't go right for them, it didn't go right for me. So only the worthy, only the righteous, only the one. So it is onto them. I have spent my life, and you have witnessed this, harboring people, holding, teaching, supporting, creating, being there. And I realized that was the biggest mistake I did. You know why? That I know now, that I didn't create a pathway for them to earn it. I bypassed them earning it, and when I give it to them, it never went right. And this is after realizing some insight by Paul based on my own piety, the error. So worthy is up to you. Once it happened, there's an enlightened master that is painting there, Ramana Maharishi, UG Krishnamurti goes to him and say, can you give me what you have attained? Ramana answered, can you take it? Can you take it? So he asked, can you give it to me? He says, can you take it? He's asking, have you earned the right? Are you worthy of this? You see, a lot of people want to be loved. Are you worthy to be loved? Are you worthy to be respected? Somebody once said, no, my husband doesn't listen to me, master. I said, are you saying anything worth listening? If you say something worth listening, he will listen. You just want him to listen. So the question of worthy, more than determined by the world, it is determined by my own way, how I live, how I hold myself. Did I live the discipline I need to do to become worthy? It's like this, a simple thing as success. Are you worthy of it? Have you honed that attribute? Are you worthy of it? Like now, they give Academy Award. Many times we are questioning, is he worthy of it? Has he earned it? Worthy is not birthright, Everybody has the possibility of everything. They are worthy of the best in life. But are you worthy? Have you woken up to it? Now I'm asking the question, have you woken up to be the person you need to be to hold that. Then you live a life of command, not convincing another.
It seems like what you're saying is knowing your worth, it's a two-way street. I mean, generally, every single topic we've ever talked about, it comes down to there is the other, and you ought to know my worth in order to have me in your life. But I also have to act in line with my worth.
I have to have woken up to that worth. You see, you are a potential, you can go this way, you can go that way. What is it about you that has to be crystallized, like the 10,000 hours, Did you put that? It's like this, if you get a musician who's very good, let's say he's playing on the street, very soon somebody going to discover him and say, hey, no. You deserve to be in an opera, you deserve to be in an orchestra, right? And that is a journey in aloneness. You must wake up to know that worth, your worth. You must have actualized you. You are not just talk, not just imagination, not just projection. You are the real deal.
It's like people who would be like, I want everybody to be nice to me. I want everybody to be soft with me. I want everybody to be gentle with me. But they are very harsh with everybody. They're very cutting with their words. And it's like, you kind of got to give in order to receive.
You see, it's like what we fought as a human species, that everybody is worthy of everything. We fought this. Everybody is worthy of everything. Before, there's only one group is worthy, one group is not. Everybody is worthy of it. But that gave a misunderstanding, as though if you are worthy of it, you should have it. No. What is your worth? You are worthy of it. Have you woken up to it? You understand? There is also your part. We created a world that is equal right. Anybody can be anything. Very good. But now it's up to you. Nobody's stopping you. Did you wake up to it? So it comes back to me. It comes back to me being true. Coming back to me actualizing what is there. It is easy if the whole world makes us believe we are already that, so we never have to wake up to that. There's this beautiful master named Atisha. He'll say, drive all blame to oneself. I think this is what he's saying. At the end, come back to you. Yes, you are worthy to be the Buddha. Have you woken up to be the Buddha? Just because you are worthy to be a Buddha doesn't mean I'll treat you like a Buddha. Have you woken up to be? Everybody is worthy to be loved. But I'm asking, have you woken up to be the person that can be loved? Have you woken up to be worthy of love? We took one side of the argument. No, everybody has the right to be rich. Nobody's stopping you. Are you rich? Did you wake up to be rich? That's up to you.
But how do you do that?
Personal responsibility. Drive all blame to oneself. Start paying attention to you. You are a potential. You have not actualized yet.
Yeah. I think a lot of this conversation of knowing your worth is always an outward conversation.
Right.
Like, often in dating, men will devalue you to their standards.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you're asking for too much. Well, maybe I deserve too much, And so we have that conversation that you shouldn't be with these kind of guys. They come into your life and then you lower your standards. But we need to also flip that conversation to say, why did I even allow this person?
That's it. You see, I see a lot of these people who are Michael Jackson lookalike. Remember, I cheer them on. It's all wonderful. But they are not Michael Jackson. They are lookalike. Wonderful. Michael Jackson is Michael Jackson. I cannot give that same value that I'll give Michael Jackson to this guy who's pretending to be Michael Jackson. A lot of people pretend they are worthy. Are they? But your question is very good. Why are you with such a person? Somewhere your own worth has a question.
Why
your life has got one mystery, Napshi. The moment you declare you truthfully, it yields. I like the statement of Lao Tzu, to the mind that is silent, the universe surrender. That means when I know me, the universe will comply. Right?
But does the universe test you first?
Of course it will test you. If you are not worthy, it tests to see whether have you woken up to be the one.
It's like, it's like the minute you say, you know what, these are my standards, I'm going to do this. That's the minute your ex-boyfriend will text you. And that's the minute suddenly the universe sends you, or like you run into
It's testing you. I tell you this something, I tell you a secret, and this they learn in the creation program. The moment you can crystallize, consolidate who you are, life supports you. But the process of crystallization and consolidation is the test. You almost must say no to so much for the real yes to be lived. Anyway you compromise, it's over. Anywhere you compromise, it's over. I heard a story. Let's see whether this makes sense. Krishna was in heaven with his wife sitting down. And suddenly he walks out the window, looks down for a while, then comes back. Then the wife asks, what happened? No, one of my disciples was being stoned. He said, then why didn't you go for help? Because you promised that you will show up for your disciple if they're in trouble. No, before I could go, he picked a stone in defense. That means he didn't actualize his faith. If he really believed I'll come, he wouldn't have picked the stone. Can you see? It's a funny story.
No.
But there's a meaning. The more no you say, the more you are telling, no, this is not my worth. This is not what I want. I am this. Your failure to really declare who you are and live the discipline. Right?
Yeah, it's funny how it works like that, isn't it?
Right.
You think that I have a friendship that is perpetually testing me, and I'm like, oh, maybe we're in a good place. The next time I see that person, immediately the universe reminds me, hey, you got to keep a distance.
Yeah.
And are you going to fall to the same
That's it.
thing again and again?
That is why, like earlier, the earlier episode, we talked about rejection. All of this is a test of your integrity. Will you compromise? Will you take the lower octave? Like sometimes I tell people, if you reject sex, then you say yes to love. I think it's a test.
Yeah.
If you want to say yes to love, sex has to go. Not that in love, sex won't be there. But if not, you accept this by rejecting this. That's your integrity. Are you the person who you say you are? The moment you are that person who you say you are, you command life. Life is fair. A lot of people say it's unfair. It's fair. The crown goes to whom it should crown. Many times people wobble. So at the end, it comes down to you, right? What is your worth? Have you woken up to live that worth? Have you been true to you? That is the question at the end of the day, not the world. We exaggerate the world.
Do you think the worth that we have for ourselves, right? Where do you think that stems from? How do we...
It shouldn't stem from another. It should stem from self-realization. So I tell you this, I don't know why we talk about this always. Until I met your mother, I never said I love you to anybody. I've never loved anybody. I mean, I've had people who liked me, but when I saw your mother, I've never said it. I know I was true. I know I'm not kidding. Like I was so clear. There was no doubt. I went and told her. That's all I told her. She says, I don't know. I said, no, I'm not asking you. I'm telling you, and I left.
That was your cheesy line?
There was another cheesy line, but your mother will tell you when...
She will never tell me.
When she's on a deathbed. Don't ask her until then. I'm not telling you. But that was it. What I'm saying is, I was a boy. And I knew I love. Why wouldn't you love me? What's your problem? I don't know how to explain it. Because I have never played with it. I've never lied about it. I never cheated. I never did anything that will indicate to me that I'm not worthy to be loved when I love. Like when I work. I don't hold back. So I know my worth. I'm true. It can be challenged. If it's challenged, then there's some area that is not true. I got to fix it. If something goes wrong, I look at me and say, maybe here. It's almost like you build a boat, you put it on the water, And then you check if there's a hole, the water comes out, you go fix it. Then you say, this boat is worthy to sail. So it's a test of integrity. But we have too much mind, We are not simple. We are not with what is.
But I think sometimes we are like desperate to be loved, desperate to be successful, desperate to be rich, that we compromise our worth because of that desperation.
No, don't be desperate.
But it happens.
No, don't be. Find how you are made desperate. Usually it's the people around you, Oh, you're running out of time. Oh my God, other people are leading. No, these are the people you want to avoid. You want to be with people who have faith. You must have faith. Unshakable faith. Your truth is your truth. If not, you will be swayed. Right?
Yep.
So you're asking about your worth. We are worthy of everything. The question is, have I woken up to it? And that's a question I need to meditate upon myself. You need to meditate to ask yourself, am I holding myself right? Am I doing what I need to do? Am I living, behaving? Am I embodying all that quality that I need to embody my worth? Right? To declare I'm worth is one thing. To actually become worthy is another thing, right?
Yeah.
And people know, We know. If I take a flower and I said, give it 10 friends you have, and I say, give the most worthy one to receive the flower, deep down you know. Whether you will do it, I don't know, based on politics. We know. We look at each other, we know. To some extent, once we get to know them, not in the beginning. Beginning we can be blinded. Deep down, we know. And do you know the best part of this, worthy? It's completely up to you.
Yeah.
You earn the right. Once I heard a story, I don't know how far it's true. Arnold Schwarzenegger's day in the, what gym was that? Remember the early gym? I went there, to the, at LA, the, what? Is it Gold Gym? By the beach, I went there. They say the first time he came working out, he was nothing exceptional, they said. There were some other fellows doing exceptional workouts and doing things. But he said he was not impressive at all. But after some time, they realized this guy sticks to the clock. He comes, he does what he needs to do, day in, day out, day in, day out. And they said that quality of his is what made him worthy to become 6-time Mr. Olympia or Mr. World. 6-time, until today we are talking about him. Why? He was the man. The rest were just show off. The rest were just putting on a show. This guy was for real working. I remember once watching his video, he said, if I'm doing squats, I pass out. I rest, I get up, I finish my squat and I go home. I will not escape my routine. Is he worthy to be the world champ? I think so.
I think so.
I think so. And he didn't look for outward. He was not convincing anybody. And the first time he wanted to act, people say, you can never act. Have you heard his voice? And they say they will never be able to pronounce your name, Arnold Schwarzenegger. They said they'll never be able to pronounce, you will never become an actor. He said, okay, but he did what he did. One of the highest paying stars.
The Terminator.
The Terminator. And he was so fit. The world would have missed if Arnold not around. He's not the best actor in the world. Not the best actor. But I think he's best in what he acts as. He's perfect. There cannot be anybody else. So, what is worth? What is worth? It's me honestly waking up to be who I need to be, right?
What do we do about the people who want us to devalue ourselves?
Not everybody is your friend. You see, the people who want to devalue you, if you want to understand them, they already have been unfaithful to them. They have already burned their internal bridges. They can never wake up to be worthy. The only way to feel worthy is to drive everybody else's worth down. It's like if I can't run faster than this, all I can do is prevent other people from running. So feel sorry for these people. Because in their brain, it's ended, something has happened. They did something. Like when somebody makes relationship only about sex, they are saying they are not worthy of anything more. And in order to survive that state, they have to reduce everything. Don't be friend with these people. Look at them as somebody that is ill. Worth is what? No, the outward cannot determine it. Worth is self-determined. You determine and you wake up to it. If you leave it to the world is not going to help you. You have to tell another your worth and live it for true, not beg them to treat you with worth. So it is one of the most self-determined quality there is.
Do you think it's ego that pushes us to want to make people who don't see our worth to see our worth instead of just saying, okay, and leaving?
No, these people who do this position themselves only when they approve it is true.
Yeah.
It is like negative comment. Sometimes I say, why do you bother putting that comment? He feels if he or she doesn't agree, it should be destroyed. These are people who are trying to create self-importance in a very irrational manner. They think what they think and what they feel is the only truth there is. These are ill people. They are narcissistic people. If let's say somebody goes and says, I don't like the what do you call that? The Statue of Liberty. I don't like it. So
okay, don't look at it lah.
You don't like, good for you, but there are millions of people who like. But in their brain, if I don't like it, it shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Recognize them as ill and dangerous people. Like, I don't believe in it. Good for you. It's your issue. But they are not saying they don't believe. They're saying nobody should believe. These are people who are stuck with their vision. They do not acknowledge there is another human being with another perspective, another view. And don't ever talk about these people. They are ill.
It's not even worth trying to understand?
No, you can understand enough to walk away. You don't have to understand to do therapy for them.
Oh, yeah. Hell no.
You think you can cure them, you will need therapy.
That's when we think we are the one.
Yeah. I tell you, this self-worth is the most important thing, It's the hug of your parents, it's the hug of the people who love you, who hold you and say, my God, you deserve the best. That's all they can do. But you have to say yes and wake up to be the best. That is up to you. That's why you will never fail the one who loves you. I hope not. Because the one that loves you says you are worthy of everything.
Yeah.
Isn't that what love is? But once you are loved, can you be right by that love?
Yeah.
But now I twist it. People come to Appa. I almost look at everybody with the potential of enlightenment, awakening. The potential of what has happened to me to happen to them, if not more. But do they agree? Do they accept the challenge? Will they do the work? Will they wake up to it? That is up to them. I can love you. Will you be loved? That depends on your worthy, how you have woken up to hold that worth of being loved.
It's like somebody who always sees the best in you and sees your worth at all times. Even when you are struggling to see it for yourself, you will still have to hold yourself right in that relationship with that person.
I think this is something I say about your mother. I said, I think she believed in me before I believed in myself. And I needed somebody to believe in me that blindly for me to actualize me. Until then, I don't think many people believed in me. She believed. She said, you're the one. I trust you. And it's not even by words. She came.
Yeah.
And I needed that.
Sometimes we need that.
No, of course you need that. That's what love is. That she banked everything and she said, okay, now what is my response? Will I wake up to it or abuse it? I know somebody. The woman loved him dearly, but he never woke up. He even got her bankrupt and created a nightmare until she has to leave him. Did she love him? Of course she did. But did he wake up to it? I believe in you. Will you wake up to it? Once I tell you, I must tell this in record. I don't know how old were you, 10, 11 years old? You both were dancing. You both were doing a concert, And I came late, and I was there exactly when you were performing. You were performing, I had something to do, I had to go. Once you finished performing, you guys did your thing, and I was leaving. And I think I told your mother or someone, I said, they have paid me in full. They have paid me in full, I said. That means I loved them and I held them to be amazing and I saw it. I said, my daughters have paid me in full. They don't owe me anything. It's like this. If I love you, it's a debt, that you must wake up to that.
Yeah.
And that day, I saw you and your sister and I looked at both of you and I said, paid in full. After that, everything else is bonus. I said, wow. You woke up to be that person that I saw you can be. So again, I love you. You have to bow to that and wake up to be that person. It's like my father to me. I can never achieve less, I can never, because he believed in me, he loved me, and then I had to wake up. It's almost like a curse being loved like that. Because now I have to wake up to be that person. Right? Now, what is worthy? Waking up.
So we do sometimes need people to show us that we are worthy.
Time. That's why we need to surround ourselves with love. We need to surround ourselves people who believe in us when we don't.
Yeah.
Because we can't see.
When I look at my friend Shavina, who somehow has become a partial side character in this podcast, there have been times where people will say, oh, she's like this, like that. And she'll always be like, no, she's not like this. And she will remind me, because I will get confused, if somebody say you're like this, I'm just like, am I like this? She'll be, you're not like that. That was not your intention. I'm like, yeah, that wasn't my intention. Thank you for seeing it. I couldn't see it. And I have to give it to her. She always does that for me.
Then you have a friend. Then you have a friend.
But I have this funny story with her. We played this game. It's called Among Us. And there's one traitor among everybody in the game. There's eight of us. We were on call and playing it. And I was the traitor. And so we were running around. I was killing everybody. And Shavina was behind me. And then everybody on the call was like, it's Abshi. And Shavina was like, you guys need to stop it. You guys are just bullying her. Why are you guys doing this? And I was like, shit, now I have to kill Shavina. And then I killed her and she just went silent on the call.
Sometimes that blind faith is what some of us need. Somebody to believe in us, somebody to see us, somebody to adore us, somebody to say. It's like my grandmother, Shavina reminds me of my grandmother, the way she will look at me. I'm like, what are you looking at? But what it is, it's what I can come to be. Now the question, are you living in a way that you wake up to be that? I know I'm oversimplifying it. Along the way, you'll get confused, get disturbed. Something will happen. You will get derailed. That's the process. Only the worthy will wake up. Then they say, I'm worth it. Like I used to tell my teachers and my masters, don't worry about me. Just tell me what to do. Walk away. I'll do. You tell me what I have to read. You tell me how many hours I need to meditate. Just give me instruction. Walk away. I will do. I'm the guy. Give it to me. Give it to me. Because I was that guy. If they tell me to do something, I'll do it. I was the person that will follow it to a T. And I used to say, don't give it to me. Just give me instruction. I'll do it. And as long as I embody that, I'm worthy. And the moment I'm worthy, I command it. I don't beg for it. I don't even demand it. I command it.
And do you think we are perpetually tested?
No. You are tested until you win the test. Until you like actualize resolved. You are not tested. Then you are garland. So there's only two aspects to life. Either you are being tested or being garland. Once the test is over, then life garlands you. I think life just tries to sabotage you. When you survive it, it just glorifies you. But you have to survive. It's a test. You have to survive. You have to become the one that is worthy. And I've watched this. This is my own confession. I've done so much charity. I've done so much help. I've been for people I shouldn't be. And I realize out of experimentation, giving something to somebody who don't wake up for the worth wrongs them and you. The right thing is hold people to wake up to be worthy. Giving them before they are worthy is almost putting a bullet in them. You destroy them and you. So, if you have a friend, is that friend worthy to be a friend? I guess Shavina is.
Yeah, she is.
She is. Then you have a friend. Then she deserves a friend like you and you deserve a friend like it. This will bloom.
Yeah.
Being nice is one thing. Just being nice, being courteous. But pretending they are worthy before they have actualized it is a mistake. It's like if I give you a Formula 1 car or my Bentley or my Porsche or whatever I give you, if you have not earned the capacity to handle that car, you might kill you and destroy my car.
Probably true.
Yeah. I think it is up to you. Nobody is preventing it. Wake up to your worth. So we start off by saying everybody is worthy. Nobody can stop anybody. Now earn it.
And I think it's also the way people look at other people, right? Like, I do the book projects. We go to the orphanages and all that. And I've worked with several companies in this process. The current company I'm working, which is called Sunway, they are incredible.
Yes.
When I tell them, I don't think we should do this, they actually listen to me. They see that my worth in this.
No, that company really wants to help humanity, Sunway.
They do.
I have noticed too.
But
They are for real.
But I've worked with other companies where they come and they just act like these people are unworthy, like these people ought to be so full of gratitude. And I always tell them, no, look, what we do is we give freely. At the end of the day, we are the act of giving is so, it's us. We are the ones that feel so full.
Right.
We hope that we've done a small impact, but we feel like we got to meet the kids, we got to do something, we feel good. We give freely. What they do with it is for them. But people don't understand that. They value themselves as, oh, we are benevolent gods, we're giving this, and it just, they devalue people in this way.
They will never be worthy of the praise. Why are you talking about Sunway? They are worthy. They earned it. They have integrity. They are who they are, and we are going like, let's do this with them.
Yeah.
You know? And you just demonstrated. You have to be that. You cannot cheat that. So we are worthy of everything. Whether I will recognize that as my worth, that's up to me and my integrity and my sincerity. Is that good?
I think that's good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.